important steps to answer true, false, not given questions in IELTS reading. This question type is also known as identifying information. You will learn 3 steps to help you answer this question type more effectively. You will learn how to analyze the question in step 1. Then step 2 is scan the passage to find the relevant section. And finally, read intensively in the last step to locate the correct answer. Let's start with the first step. Analyzing the question in true, false, not given questions will help you to find the answer in the reading passage. Once you have skimmed the passage, you need to read the question and identify the key words. These are the main content words. This means there will usually be nouns or noun groups, verbs or verb groups, and adjectives. Pay extra attention to names, place names, and numbers, as these are usually easier to find in the text. Remember to think of possible synonyms and paraphrases of these key words. Let's have a closer look at an example question. What are the key words in this statement? Some of the key words may be facts that you could check in the text. Look at the highlighted keywords and compare them to yours. If a person's name, such as Kraus, is mentioned, then this is a good keyword that you can scan for, as it will be mentioned in the passage. Also, you can see that you are looking for a very high percentage, and this quantity or number could be checked in the reading. You can also scan for the word extinct or a synonym. Can you think of a synonym for the word extinct? Vanished, dead, no longer exists, deceased, or cease to are some possible synonyms. Once you have identified the key words in the question, you need to do step 2, which is to scan the passage for the keywords in order to locate the relevant section. When scanning, you need to search for the keywords as well as possible synonyms and antonyms of these. You should also look for sentences which have the same tense as the question. Here is the section of the passage which contains the key words from the question. As you can see, the name Kraus is mentioned here. So it is a good section to read in more detail and see if it contains the other key words as well. The paragraph also mentions other words from the question, but in different forms, such as predicted, which is in this sentence as prediction, and you can see that high percentages is similar to 9/10. A paraphrase of become extinct appears in the last sentence as doomed to extinction. So, this is the correct part of the text that you need to read to complete the question. Once you have located the correct section of the text, you need to read it carefully and intensively to find the correct answer. This means that you need to decide whether the information in the passage agrees, true, or disagrees, false, with the information stated in the question, or whether the information in the question is not mentioned in the passage, not given. Is the answer true, false, or not given? 2 sections are relevant here. The first sentence states that Kraus predicted that half of the 6,000 or so languages spoken in the world would cease to be uttered. This sentence is useful to show that Kraus is predicting the death of languages, and that this happened in the past because the verb sent is in the past simple. However, you still need to find information about whether this is a very high percentage. The last sentence states that 9/10 of the linguistic diversity of humankind would probably be doomed to extinction. 9/10 is 90%, which is a very high percentage. So, the final answer is true.